Hey guys, what's up? It's Amena.
Elias.
So today we are going to be answering some questions that I asked you guys on YouTube. Thank you everybody that submitted a question. We have a lot, so we're just going to answer the ones that are like the most asked questions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So a lot of people ask this question. Question number 1 is, how do you find true love?
I will let you answer this question. Can you do that?
I think the idea of true love is kind of romanticized, and it's kind of like taught to you in a very fairy tale type of way, especially here in America. There's such a thing as love and being in love and unconditional love. And I think if you want to find that, then as long as you are like that, if you're a loving person, you will attract what you are, basically. So as long as you are the best version of yourself, you're happy, you're doing what you want to do in life, you love yourself, you have confidence, all of that, then I think you'll attract something very similar to that. But I don't think that there is a rule book. There's no way to like go out and do that. Just what I said was the best thing that you could do for yourself in your life is just to make the best version of you. Do what you want to do, whether it's going to school, working, whatever you're passionate about, keep doing that. Be goal driven, be motivated, and it will come. It will happen
naturally.
A lot of people ask this question about kids. Do we want kids? If we do, how many? When? So to set the record straight, yes, we want kids.
Of course, yeah.
Of course we want kids. We love kids. Yeah. We want kids. We love kids. How many?
I think we need 4.
4. Yeah, I think we would be happy with whatever,
big family. You want big family.
Yes, I do. I love big families. I want a big family. Who knows though? It doesn't matter. Like, I'll be happy with whatever we end up getting,
Yep.
Honestly, I think I would just keep having kids until I can't.
No.
Yes.
It is hard to raise the kid in the USA. 2 kids is enough,
I come from a family of 4. He comes from a family of 6. And you're talking about 2 kids.
I came from the big family and you came from the big family. I understand that. But it is tough raising kid in USA. So,
Tough household.
It is hard, raising
financially?
kids. Yeah. Not only financially.
A lot of people always tell you, oh, kids are so expensive, so that's why they don't want to have kids. I think that is the most ridiculous thing one person could say. Because if it's something that you truly want, why would you make yourself unhappy because you don't have money? I don't understand that logic. But I guess on the reverse, like, some people could say, like, it's not responsible to bring kids into the world when you don't have money.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm not saying that either. This question is for both of us. I'll ask you first. How did you know that I was the one?
How did I know you were the one?
Mm-hmm.
I know she was the one because she is loving, she is caring, She respect what I have and she respect who I am. She do everything what I ask. So I was like, she is the one. Damn.
So for me, how did I know Elias was the one? I knew you were the one because, by the way, this is so weird, like to tell each other like this.
It is weird.
It's so weird. Yeah, I knew he was the one very early on because from the beginning he was serious. He wasn't playing games. One of the things that I love about Elias is that he is so like proud of being from Africa, and that's something that I like too. And he's not trying to like be Americanized, and he's still sticking with his roots, and I love that because I am Americanized somewhat, and I don't want to lose who I am and my identity. So that's part of the reason. But other than that, everything like what he said, I feel the same way. We have the same sense of humor. We have the same goals in life. We want the same things. We just connected so like literally like this on what we want in life, and everything what we did was easy. That's how I knew he was the one, because we never had difficulties with marriage, with when we got an apartment together, with when we went to Ethiopia. Like, we never had difficulties.
It was easy.
It was easy. And that makes me think that it was meant to be, and that he is the one. Okay. The next one question is for you. Elias, does your family watch YouTube? Yes, our channel.
You guys, if you are from Ethiopia, you know, so our internet in Ethiopia is weak. You know, sometimes whenever they get a chance, they always watch our YouTube video.
Yeah.
Sometimes even they commented. Have you ever seen the comment?
I've seen your brother
Yeah.
comment. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Next question, we got this a couple times. Which countries do you want to visit besides Ethiopia and Sudan in Africa?
I would love to visit Egypt,
Yeah.
South Africa, and also Nigeria.
So for me, I would love to also visit, like in the near future, I want to visit the East Coast. So I want to visit Eritrea, I want to visit Kenya, Somalia. I'll just say those three.
Yeah,
Do
me
all
too.
the Horn countries.
Horn
and then
countries.
work my way down east and then go the other way.
Yeah, to the west.
To the west, yes.
Yep.
Okay. Next question, Amina, how's your mom doing? My mother is doing great. Thank you for asking. She's actually in Florida right now with my brother, and she's going to Sudan in 3 days.
Wow, so soon.
Do you plan on raising your kids in the U.S. or Sudan or Ethiopia? We've had this talk a lot of times between ourselves.
Yeah, it is hard, you know, to say right now, but I would love to, you know, raise my kids in Africa, you know.
Yeah, ideally we would want to have the kids here so they have American citizenship.
Yeah.
Just being honest. And then go and raise them up in Africa so that they have like their core and their belief system down, who they are. They have that, and then have them come back when they're a little bit older.
Yep.
And come back to the U.S. and take advantage of the opportunity here. Because the hard thing is that the U.S. is where the opportunity is. It's not easy to just say, oh, we're going to go live in Ethiopia or Sudan.
Yeah, it is hard, yeah.
Yeah, the economies in both countries are not that great. And truthfully, we wouldn't be living the same type of life that we live here. And so we got to do what's best for our kids. At the same time, there's a lot of stuff here in the U.S. that we just both don't agree with. And me, I'm scared to kind of have kids here because of stuff that's going on that I don't need to get into. Next, what was the first thought that came to your mind when you heard of Ethiopia before you met Elias? I knew the country and that's about it.
You don't even know how we looks, right?
I knew you guys looked the same as Sudanese people.
Wow.
Yeah. I knew, see, this is the funny thing.
Yeah,
I knew that they looked like Sudanese people, but most Ethiopians
don't
don't know the other, that we look
Yeah.
like them. Yeah. Next question. Did you experience any culture shock during your stay in Ethiopia? And if so, what were they? So I did not.
You?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit, because I actually been to Sudan 7 times before I went
that's a
to.
lot.
Yeah. Once you go to Africa, you kind of get the idea, the other countries are going to be kind of similar to that. So no, there was nothing. Actually, Ethiopia was a lot.
If you've been once in Africa,
Yeah,
I mean,
you get the idea of it.
And,
Yep.
and you're not surprised, you know?
Nothing. I can't even think of one thing that surprised me. The next question, what is the biggest difference between Sudan and Ethiopia?
I never been in Sudan, so I cannot answer that question.
Okay.
I think this is for you.
The biggest difference between Sudan and Ethiopia, geography-wise, Ethiopia, for the most part, is like this. Mountains.
Yeah, we have a lot of mountains.
Yes. And Sudan is flat, and Sudan is hot. When I say hot, crazy hot. And Ethiopia is Addis Ababa rains a lot. In terms of the way of life, a lot of it is the same. The main difference is that in Sudan, you have religion more dominant in people's everyday lives in Sudan, if that makes sense. Yeah. Somebody asked, how long have you been married? How do you remain a happy couple, even though you're from 2 different countries?
Yeah, we've been married for 3 years. We don't have any problems with the cultural difference. You'll be struggle a little bit when you start, but you will used to it, you know?
Right.
And we had no any big cultural difference between you and me, so it was easy.
Yeah.
Did I answer?
The hardest thing that I will say about being with somebody who's from another country is the language difference.
The language difference.
That's the hardest thing. But as you guys can see, I'm trying to learn Amharic and I'm picking it up here and there. But
as you guys can see, I'm trying to learn English, you know.
When I was in Ethiopia, sometimes every single day they speak Amharic. So, that's hard sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to be annoying and always hey, translate. What did you say? So sometimes I just sit back and, let it be. But just language. Your favorite singer?
My favorite singer is only one. He is...
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Teddy
Teddy Afro.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. For me, my favorite American singer is Michael Jackson. My favorite Sudanese singer, Hamad Wardi, of course. My favorite Arabic singer, Ihab Tawfiq. My favorite Ethiopian singer is, right now, Getish Mamo. Elias, when and why did you move to Dallas?
I came to Dallas because of my cousin. She used to live in Washington, D.C. She moved from Washington, D.C. to Dallas, and I came here because of her.
I'm glad that he came to Texas. But I'm actually glad, for him, I'm glad that he chose Dallas because Washington, D.C. is so much Habesha or Ethiopian, Eritrean there that I honestly don't think he would have progressed as much as he has.
Yeah, that's
I mean, language, job-wise, everything. I know people that have been in the U.S. for 10 years and they still can't speak English.
Yeah.
Amina, what other places did you and your sister want to move to, and would you have moved without her? So it was Texas. It was going to be Texas regardless. It was just where. So it was Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. Yeah, so one of those.
But in Texas.
In Texas. Because Texas was I still think it is, the #1 place for job opportunity. Would I have moved without her? Probably not, to be honest. What advice can you and Elias give to young, non-married people looking for the right partner? Think about it like this. Make yourself the best so that you're ready. When the right person comes, it'll happen like that. Yeah. Don't focus your life on looking for somebody. If that's your focus, you're not going to find it because you're not paying attention to what's important. That's not important. Your focus needs to be on what you're doing, what your career, your family, your friends, your life. Focus on that, and I promise you, it will naturally happen. Yeah. Be outgoing as well. That's always the other thing too. People you can't be shy, staying at home every day and be like, why can't I find anybody? You gotta be outgoing. Next question, Elias, how did you persuade Amena to marry you?
I didn't persuade you, did I?
No.
It just happened.
It was a mutual agreement.
It was a mutual agreement, yeah.
We actually just had a conversation and we agreed that it was the right time to get married. All of our family was just like, it's time. What are you doing? Yeah. Next question is, what are some places that a tourist should visit in both Ethiopia and Sudan? So we did a video about Ethiopia, all of the places, most of the places. I'll link that down below. As far as Sudan, I haven't been to Sudan since 2011 and a lot has changed in the country. So I don't know about touristy places, but when I go to Sudan, I probably will make a video all about that. And yes, a lot of people are asking, are we going to go to Sudan? Yes.
Yes, of course.
We are, definitely. Yeah. The next question, do you accept fan mail? I'm a Sudanese artist. Here are some examples. I'm making more in the future. I want to send you some. Send me an email, please. Do we want to live in Sudan or Ethiopia in the future? I think we kind of answered this a little bit before. I think ideally that would be what we would want, but realistically, I don't know if that is gonna happen. If things change in Ethiopia and Sudan, economy-wise, for sure, there would be nothing to stop me.
We will live the better place.
Who's your favorite Game of Thrones character and why? Thank you. First of all, I like this question because
you love Game of Thrones.
I love Game of Thrones so much. So my favorite Game of Thrones character is Littlefinger, aka Peter Baelish, who nobody likes, but I like him because the whole show wouldn't have been possible. It was his mastermind that started everything. So he's my favorite. And Ned Stark, season 1.
My favorite Game of Thrones character is, I think, Karaya.
But she shouldn't have killed the Night King. That was doing the most.
Yeah.
The next question is saying, would we ever get a pet right now?
I think we're not gonna get any pet right now.
Not right now. I don't think right now. I don't think in the future either. Alright guys, that's all the questions we're going to be answering today. I don't want to make this video too long. There was a lot more, but thank you to everybody who did submit a question. And for the person that was talking about the art, email me, please. Email me.
That's it for this video. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, leave the comment down below. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.